The world of Formula One has once again been shaken by Lewis Hamilton's surprising confession. Amid high expectations and sharp public scrutiny of Ferrari's performance, the seven-time world champion finally spoke out about a major hidden problem: the controversial SF-25 upgrade that left Ferrari engineers in a state of panic. Is this a sign of a major rift in Ferrari's ambitious project, or the first step toward its revival? Let's discuss it. Hamilton's latest statement has once again become the center of attention in the Formula One paddock. In an interview full of hidden meanings, Hamilton openly revealed serious dynamics behind the scenes at Ferrari, things that, according to him, cannot yet be revealed to the public. He strongly hinted that these factors may explain why the prancing horse team's performance is still far from expectations despite significant upgrades to the SF-25 car. "There are a lot of things going on, and I hope one day I can tell you all about them," Hamilton said, his expression serious. This short yet profound statement seemed to be an alarm signal from within Ferrari's headquarters. His remarks reflected his frustration and hinted at a deeper systemic problem that may be invisible to the public, but keenly felt by those at the heart of the team's operations. As an experienced driver and seven-time world champion, Hamilton is not easily provoked by drama. He is known for being calm, strategic, and calculating. However, his firm warning made it clear that he was well aware of the enormous challenge Ferrari was facing. It was a challenge that required not only a technical solution, but also a complete restructuring from within. Amid the chaos engulfing Ferrari this season, team principal Frederick Vasser has found himself in the spotlight. Chosen as the architect of Ferrari's revival into a new era of glory, Vasser has found himself under immense pressure from all sides: the media, hungry for answers, fans who are starting to lose patience, and the team's Maranello headquarters, which is putting internal pressure on him. Vasser has tried to remain calm and diplomatic in the face of criticism. He emphasized that success in Formula One depends not only on the car's raw speed on the track, but also on the team's execution, strategy, and consistent performance throughout the season. He promised a significant upgrade package before the British Grand Prix and possibly another one after. Unfortunately, such promises are nothing new to Ferrari fans. Too often, they have heard such optimistic words without seeing real results on the track. As a result, trust in Vasser has begun to erode. Now, many are wondering if Vasser is really the right person to lead Ferrari out of this crisis. Technically, the SF-25 has great potential, especially in terms of competitive race pace under certain conditions. However, serious problems arose during qualifying, when Ferrari often failed to place its car on the front row. Consequently, they struggled from the start, getting stuck in traffic jams in the middle of the grid, which often resulted in missing golden opportunities at the start of the race. One of the most embarrassing incidents occurred at the Chinese Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton was disqualified for a floor wear violation, and Charles Leclerc suffered a similar fate when his car was found to be underweight. These two technical errors have become symbols of the fact that in Formula One, the slightest detail can ruin a team's entire weekend. Since then, Ferrari engineers have been hard at work. They have worked tirelessly to find solutions, improve the car's balance, and perfect its setup on various tracks. However, these improvements have not yet yielded significant results. While Ferrari continues to struggle with performance stability, rivals such as McLaren, Mercedes, and Red Bull have advanced. They have perfected their setup and consistently introduced new parts, executing them with a level of efficiency that makes a big difference on the track. Despite the uncertainty and mounting pressure within the Ferrari camp, Charles Leclerc remains loyal. The Monegasque driver has repeatedly emphasized his commitment to the team that made his name. When asked about rumors that he might leave Maranello, Leclerc responded calmly yet firmly, "I don't know where the rumors came from, and I choose to ignore them." Nevertheless, the public still has doubts. Since joining Ferrari, Leclerc has had one big goal: to become world champion. But so far, that dream has not come true. Season after season has passed, and the car's inconsistent performance and the team's often questioned strategic decisions make his chances of winning the title seem increasingly unlikely. Recently, sources within the Ferrari team leaked surprising information about the growing internal tension at Maranello. The tension is real. Several senior Ferrari engineers are reportedly losing patience with the inconsistent and confusing direction of SF-25 car development. There was even a heated debate between the aerodynamics and technical departments, indicating that differences in technical views are becoming a serious obstacle to the project's progress. According to an unnamed source, the main problem is the team's split focus. On the one hand, there is pressure to improve the car's basic reliability, especially after a number of mechanical and technical problems emerged in the first half of the season. On the other hand, the team is also trying to catch up to Red Bull and McLaren by carrying out aggressive development. Unfortunately, these two priorities are not being coordinated optimally, resulting in disappointing outcomes in both areas. This is said to be the main reason for the continued delay of Ferrari's major upgrade package, although significant improvements have been promised to the public since several series ago. There has been no final consensus among the technicians about the direction of car development. This disagreement hampers work on the track and creates an increasingly unproductive working atmosphere. The situation worsened after the Canadian Grand Prix when Ferrari failed to capitalize on a golden opportunity to reach the podium due to an error in the pit stop strategy. This disappointment triggered an outburst of frustration from several senior engineers who voiced their dissatisfaction with management's handling of the team's direction. One engineer stated firmly, "This team needs clear direction, not empty promises from management." This statement illustrates the depth of the current crisis of confidence at Ferrari. Two crucial races are coming up, the Austrian Grand Prix and the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. These are not just ordinary races, but potential turning points or falling points for Ferrari this season. Ferrari has fond memories of the Red Bull Ring. Charles Leclerc won a brilliant victory there in 2022. However, given the current state of the SF-25, which is still far from perfect, and the lack of significant upgrades in the near future, that hope could turn into a high-risk gamble. Then there's Silverstone, a legendary circuit and home race for many rivals, as well as one of the most highly anticipated stages on the F1 calendar. Ferrari plans to bring a major upgrade package there, but the move is not without consequences. Without adequate testing time, introducing major changes in front of millions of viewers could backfire. Rather than providing a solution, it could result in a public disaster that would tarnish the team's reputation on the world stage. Amidst all the confusion, one thing remains clear: time is running out. Every second wasted is an opportunity lost. Ferrari's rivals Red Bull, McLaren, and even Mercedes continue to accelerate and improve, while the pressure in Maranello is reaching a boiling point. Lewis Hamilton, with all his experience, knows that building a championship team takes time. It requires a strong foundation, trust, and time. However, time cannot be asked for without results. In Formula One, time is a luxury that must be earned through performance. Will Ferrari be able to deliver on its promises and return to its former glory? Or is this just another chapter in the team's long history of failure? Share your thoughts below.